Welcome back to a new post today. And with yesterday's testing of the Agni Prime ballistic missile, this is another feather in the cap of the Defense Ministry with regard to development of India's deterrent capability. So, India successfully carried out the launch of the new generation nuclear capable ballistic missile Agni Prime, which is seen as a precursor to develop further technologies, especially for deployment in the Indian Ocean. And this was done in the Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Odisha. Now, following the launch, there was happiness all over, and Rajnath Singh, our defense minister, congratulated the DRDO and the Strategic Forces Command, which handles these ballistic missiles and the nuclear missiles as well, and the armed forces for the successful flight test. And also, according to him, he said that this successful development and induction of the missile will be an excellent force multiplier for the military. Now, it is called significant because of certain features of the Agni Prime ballistic missile, or the Agni P. First of all, its special characteristics, then its transportation and storage, which is very easy, and a launch mechanism also, which is called as cold launch mechanism to save a lot of fuel, testing history as well, and also the strategic significance. Now, if you look at the characteristics of this missile, it is lighter than its predecessors, weighing at least 50% less than the Agni 3 missile, and the missile incorporates a new guidance and propulsion system, therefore enhancing its overall performance. If you look at the transportation and storage, one of the notable features of the Agni Prime missile is its canistered design, easy for transportation both on road and rail. The launch mechanism uses a cold launch mechanism, enabling it to be fired in a salvo mode. Testing history: the first test of the Agni Prime was conducted in 2021, followed by a second test some 6 months later, but both the tests have been successful. And its strategic significance, that is, the Agni Prime missile represents a significant milestone in India's defense capabilities for its deterrence. Now, Agni Prime, or Agni P as it is called, is a nuclear capable new generation advanced variant of the Agni class of missiles. It is a two-stage canistered missile with a maximum range of 1000 to 2000 kilometers. Now, the Agni Prime is very light than the earlier Agni series of missiles, and it weighs at least 50% less than the Agni 3 missile, and as a very new guidance and propulsion system. Now, since the missile is canistered, it can be transported by road or rail and also stored for long periods of time, significantly reducing the time taken for preparation and also for launch. Now, according to the reports, the missile uses a cold launch mechanism that can be fired in a salvo mode. So, what exactly is cold launch compared to the hot launch? Now, cold launch is the ejection of a missile from its launcher or canister or silo by a means other than a missile's propellant. So, instead they use compressed gas or a tube for the launch. The technique for launching ballistic missiles from submarines and land silos in cold launch is used by using compressed gas or the steam to propel them into the air before firing the engine. That is this is used to especially reduce the weight and also to save on the fuel that is used in the missile. The first test of the Agni Prime was conducted in 2021, and this was successful, and it was later conducted again in June, in December the same very year. Meanwhile, India has also successfully carried out the first test flight of indigenously developed Agni 5 missile last month. These missiles have a capability and range of 5000 kilometers, and they can bring the entire Asia, including the northern part of China as well as some regions of Europe, under its striking range, therefore improving the strike capability of the Indian armed forces. If you look at the development of the Agni Prime and the need for the development of Agni Prime, it was in 2016 that India media began reporting that DRDO is developing a successor to the Agni 1, also called as the Agni 1P, which would have featured two-stage that borrowed new technologies from Agni 5 and also Agni 4 to increase accuracy and capability. And this is going to be developed by a DRDO missile complex in Hyderabad. So, India started then working on an aerial denial weapon after China deployed its missiles called as DF-21D and DF-26B ballistic missiles with nuclear capability to counter the US Navy, as well as capable of threatening the Anderson Air Force Base of US. Now, as a counterbalance and the progress, Agni P became a crucial part of India's Indo-Pacific strategy to tackle China's plan of having at least 5 to 6 aircraft battle groups by 2035 to cover both the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean. Now, Indian defense experts view the development of the Agni Prime or the Agni P missile as a part of work in progress towards an advanced development of an anti-ship ballistic missile system development for further enhancing the future sea denial capability against the Chinese deployment carrier battle groups in the Indian Ocean region, therefore improving India's capability on par of our rivals, that is China and Pakistan as well. So this is a new development with regard to defense capability of India, called a significant and a historical milestone in development and future development of anti-ship ballistic missiles for India to improve the capability in the Indian Ocean region. So I hope these few points were really helpful to you all to understand about Agni Prime missile. This topic is very important from the security point of view and syllabus from the GS mains paper 3 of UPSC examination, and also important for your APPSC and TSPSC. If you did like these few points, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video, and I shall see you in my next post. Until then, it's very happy learning.